to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher twins. Hey y'all, I am Linnell Fletcher, and a little bit about me. I am currently living in New York City, and I am a Jets fan and also a LeBron James super fan. We grew up in a sports household, so we know a little bit about sports, actually a lot about sports, and we've always had conversations surrounding the shenanigans and all the hoopla with every sport out there. So that's why we decided to turn our conversations and or debates into this podcast. Okay, Nate, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Lene Fletcher, and yes, even though Tom Brady is no longer with us, I am still a Pats fan because I stick to my word and I stick to my team because I'm loyal, unlike my counterpart.
Who? Me?
You. Yes.
What are you talking about?
The pact.
Oh my God. Yes, I remember the pact from when we were 3.
Whatever. It's a verbal agreement. It's like a contract. And you breached the contract.
Oh my God. So you want to tell the people about the pact?
Sure. We had a pact, like I said before, a verbal agreement that when LBJ, aka LeBron James, was entering the NBA, you know, there was a lot of hype around it. Everybody loved him. He was like the it player. He still is.
And we don't like to be followers. We don't follow trends.
We don't really like to follow trends. We like the underdog. So we made a pact that we would not jump on the LeBron James bandwagon.
This is true.
She broke the pact.
Yes, but I it was after 3 years. I didn't like him or cheer for him for his first 3 years in the league, so I can get some credit for that. But he's the best player on the planet, so how can you not like him? I think anybody that don't like him is a hater. That's just my 2 cents.
I'm not a fan. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just not a fan. I'm on Dame time. But go on.
First, don't do that. We're talking about LeBron because I like Damian Lillard too. So don't act like I don't like Damian Lillard. That's my boy. That's my number 2. Okay, my number 2.
All right. Anywho, so as you guys can see, the title of our first episode is Magic City Bubble. Yeah. And so let's get into it.
All right. Lou Williams of the LA Clippers went to Magic City for wings in the midst of a whole pandemic, even though he had to go back to the NBA bubble. Let's talk about that.
That is one of the craziest things that I think I have ever heard of from a professional athlete. And athletes do crazy things all the time. I think this one is even crazier because he risked lives, including his own, for some wings, supposedly. I'm doing wings in quotation marks because Magic City is a strip club.
But he wanted to have some fun, and he liked their wings. He liked the wings. That's what he said. That's his side of the story.
That's his side of the story. And so according to him, he went to get his wings because in Atlanta, they have some Lou Williams lemon pepper barbecue wings, which
that's an accomplishment.
I might one day stop by and get some because they sound like they good.
They probably are.
But the thing about it is, he had one job. He had one job to take his black
behind
to a funeral and get his black butt back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Make a beeline straight back to the bubble.
Oh my God. Give him some credit.
No.
He wanted to have some fun. We've been on lockdown for 5 months. Okay, yeah, I don't think he just went and got the rings. I think he did a little more than get the rings. But come on, he a young NBA player, lots of money. He putting money back into the economy, so that's good.
No, he definitely got a dance or two because one of the workers exotic dancers made a statement saying that he tipped very well and she danced for him. Of course, she said she was 6 feet away, which brings me to something else. First of all, I don't think that you should be eating at a strip club, number one. That has never been a
Why?
thought ever in my mind. Because first of all, say you're eating at a table that's right by the stage, or you're eating at a table that's next to somebody that's getting a dance. You don't know what could be going in your food. Sweat could be going on in your food. Coochie juice could be going in your
Oh my God.
everything could be going in your food. And I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he tasted the coochie juice before.
Oh
But
goodness.
I don't know if he
Stop.
want that on his food.
That's
And then
disgusting.
if she dancing 6 feet away from him, then she not only dancing for him, she's dancing for everybody within 6 feet. So it's like Oprah Winfrey. You get some coochie juice. You get some coochie juice. You get some coochie juice. Everybody gets some coochie juice.
You like that word, huh? You having fun with that word, I see.
Well,
Anyway, maybe they were in the boom boom room. Maybe it was just him and her having fun, doing what young people, young superstars or young rich people do. I mean,
you don't go to the boom boom room if you just there to get wings.
that's true. That is very true. So he got suspended. Well, not suspended, but he's on a 10-day quarantine. I thought it was supposed to be 14 days by the CDC, but the NBA only put him on 10 days. Does that punishment fit the crime? And also, because the Clippers did lose their first game in the bubble to my LA Lakers, do you think with Lou playing, he could have helped them win? Because I believe the Lakers only won by 2 points that night.
No, don't he come off the bench? No, I don't think that,
but he scores.
I'm pretty sure, but I don't think that he would have made a difference. I don't know though. I don't watch.
I'll be watching them in the playoffs because they trying to come for my Lakers. Don't come for my Lakers. Anyway, so Kendrick Perkins, after this whole situation, Kendrick Perkins put out a statement because he is on a sports show. So he put out a statement saying it's disturbing when a rookie can act more mature than an NBA vet. And then Lou pretty much replied back, shut up and just stop saying it's TV when you run into me. So Kendrick, he's on a sports show, so I'm sure they asked him about it. Should he have just said no comment, or is it good that he can speak his mind and that's what he's getting paid for?
It's just his job.
Oh,
so
my God.
he said what he said, and it is what it is. You know, he's an ex-ball player. He played for the Celtics, OKC, and I think New Orleans, and he's an analyst for ESPN now. So, yeah, it is his job if he's asked a question. If that's the headline of the day, what he going to say? Oh, let's move on to the next segment, or no comment? No. He said what he said, and it is what it is.
I wonder if because I'm pretty sure he's still friends with some people in the league. I wonder if a scandal come out about one of his friends, would he have such of a bad criticism for him? And also, Lou said, don't say it's just for TV when you run into me. So you think sometimes when these ex-players who are now broadcasters or commentators run into people they spoken bad about or criticize, you think they just say it's just for TV, it's just entertainment, don't mind it?
Well,
that's a pretty serious charge, because that means it's fake.
I think it is some truth to that, because you have to be entertaining or you ain't gonna be on TV no more. You have to have them ratings stay up, and if you ain't doing the job, and say you feature somebody on your show, a guest speaker on the show that day, and the ratings go sky high, and then when they go off, it go back down, you might be the weakest link. So yeah, sometimes it do gotta just be for TV, but
that's bull. I don't like that. So if you gonna say it with your chest out and have that same energy when you see me. That's all I gotta say. Have that same energy.
Okay.
First of all I gotta say is them wings better be good, and I need to go to Atlanta when this pandemic over, so I can taste them. But yeah, I'm kind of on his side. He might have got cabin fever, he around a bunch of men when he know he going back to this bubble, so he wanted to see some ladies. Ain't that wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you got all kind of websites on your phone where you can see.
Oh, not the porn.
Yes, the porn, the hub. Like you don't know. Speaking of that, did you hear about this rookie meaning first year, not having even touched the field yet,
haven't even heard a NFL whistle yet,
still wet behind the ears, Seattle Seahawks player trying to sneak a girl into the team hotel room?
Yes, I heard about that. I think his name is Kemah, something like that. That's actually a cute name, but the Seahawks cut him because this is during training week, because the NFL don't have a bubble. I don't even think, because I think it's too many participants in the NFL to do a bubble like the NBA. But during training camp, I was told that they usually seclude themselves in a hotel so they can focus on training for however long training camp is. So that's why they were there. But he tried to sneak a whole person into a hotel.
Yes, he tried to do a quarterback sneak. That's what he did. And she was supposedly, according to reports, disguised in a Seahawks uniform.
Correct.
As if we can't tell a 5'5" female from a 6' male that's probably muscular and big and look like a football. You could tell a football player when you see a football player. Okay, there's no way. She should have. I don't know if she had on pads, but if she didn't, she should have had on some pads. She should have had on the whole thing: the helmet, the cleats, the stocks,
my God,
the
the
pads,
whole uniform,
everything.
the whole uniform. You know what he should have did? He should have took her up there in a suitcase instead of trying to disguise her. No, let me break it down. Because some suitcases are big enough for human bodies to fit in. All he had to say was, you're going to find it hard to breathe for 2 to 3 minutes. But then he could have just rolled her up there, went in the elevator, and went into his room. That's all that was. Nobody would have stopped him there. I bet you he wouldn't have got caught then.
Yeah, he should have just told her to take one for the team. I mean, I know CPR. You might pass out, might lose consciousness, but we going to be in there.
Yeah, take one for the team. That's all she had to do.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't understand. Okay, because this better be your wife tomorrow, because she done got you cut.
Yeah.
And that poom better been good. Because what were you thinking? I need to know what he was thinking. Like, I need to know now. He needs to bring out a statement, because it's not that serious. But he is a rookie, so he's probably not 26 yet. And when I say that the number 26 is because, from what I've heard, your brain doesn't fully develop till you're 26, so you don't start making really mature decisions until then. He needed to go back home. He didn't want to be there. He wanted to be with the girl. So he's cut, and that's good that he's with the girl, because this is crazy. But at least he did try to disguise her. He had a plan. He was a man with a plan.
It ain't work. You got to come better than that. No.
The thing is, everybody know cameras are everywhere, correct? Or no?
Yeah.
Cameras are everywhere, even if they're not like the cameras in the hotel or at the little strip club with Lou Williams or whatever. Even if they're not there, somebody got their cell phone out. So you're always being watched.
Yeah. And that's just crazy to me that you couldn't. I don't know how long training is for, but it's not that deep. Now you got to try to walk on another team or become a Pee-wee head coach.
Not Pee-wee.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I think after a certain amount of time, like you said, I don't know about training camp, but with the NBA bubble, because your team could be like there throughout the playoffs, which would be probably some months. Should you think the NBA should allow wives inside the bubble, like maybe a weekend, family fun weekend? Do you think they should allow the wives?
No, I don't. I think they need to concentrate on what they there for, and it's not gonna last forever. If we've been in quarantine since March, what's another 2 months? Nothing.
I mean,
better FaceTime, do whatever y'all got to do on that phone. You get it done. There are ways. Phone is meant for more than one thing. It does other things.
Not Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So also this brings us to our history lesson of the week regarding the cameras. And of course, since we're talking about cameras and stuff and people getting cold, this brings me back to Spygate. You remember Spygate?
Vaguely.
Oh, let me tell the people. Spygate was when the Patriots leaded by their head coach Bill Belichick. What they would do is they would film the opponent's practice or defensive signals, right? So if you know your opponent defensive signals, you know what they calling on the field. So you're one step ahead, so you can basically kill that play.
Yeah.
And also, they didn't just do it to the Jets. They didn't just do it to my Jets, though. They did it to the Rams, too, in 2000. This is crazy. This is why everybody called the Patriots cheaters, but it doesn't seem like anybody cares. It's like they're known to be cheaters, and it is what it is. We got to deal with it.
First of all, if I think you are outside your mind if you think that the Patriots is the only team that does that. They the only team that got caught, okay? And even the players said that. They not the only team that does that. But I'm gonna do like my coach did back in the day when this came out, when he pled ignorant. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
He didn't plead the fifth. He said he didn't know that wasn't allowed. I'm like, what, are you insane? That's like on that Seinfeld episode when George said he didn't know sleeping with his assistant on the desk wasn't allowed. What are you talking about? Like, I'm confused. You need to unconfuse me. And yes, unconfused is my word. That's crazy. I think Bill Belichick need to sit down. I actually think he should have got suspended a few games for that. I think he only got a fine, which is stupid. He should have got suspended. Anyway, so the lesson of the week is cameras are everywhere. Players should know that Big Brother is always watching. So watch what you do everywhere. Big Brother is always watching. All right, we are moving on to this next segment, which is called the highlight of the week. It's where we highlight either organizations or athletes in general who we feel have done something worthy to be highlighted, done something good for the community, things like that. Today, the highlight, of course, is LeBron James. He has started a voting initiative called More Than a Vote. It's actually him and a lot of other NBA players too. So I just don't have the list of their names. He's the spokesperson. Yeah, the face of the initiative. So it's More Than a Vote. Is a Voting Whites group initiative. It's helping African Americans register to vote and actually vote in their communities. So I think this is a positive thing that can be done, especially in this day and age. And also we have a election in November. I think it's less than 100 days away. So this is a great initiative, and I am very proud and inspired by him, not just dribbling the basketball, and he's doing much more than being a basketball player. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I think I read that it also educates the communities on why voting is so important, and also about voter suppression.
Which that's real.
It is real, and it was a lot of that in the last major presidential election. So yeah, no, I got to give LBJ his props on that. It kind of, he's standing up for what he believes in, and it kind of reminds me of Muhammad Ali when he stood up against the draft. So yeah, I love to see that, because what they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So I'm giving LeBron his props for that. Still not on the bandwagon, but I'm giving him his props for that.
Whatever. Yes. Thanks, LBJ. I hope it continues, and I hope it inspires everyone to get out and vote and register to vote and do what is right. So that is the show for tonight. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.